So our new name's 15 Fleeting.
Yeah, so we're not Trust anymore. We used to be Trust. Now we're 15 Fleeting.
Like you've heard, we are not Trust. We are 15 Fleeting. I think it's a pretty good name. We came up with it after a series of deliberations, which lasted a while.
I was extremely attached to Trust, so at first I was pretty angry that we had to change it.
I think coming up with the name was harder than recording.
But after a while, everyone was coming up with good names, and then I was just thinking about what we want, and a known fact that everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame. So it doesn't last, so it's fleeting. 15 fleeting.
You have to make the most of what you can get, what you have in front of you, your opportunities, and actually you got to take your opportunities and make them more than you ever dreamed and imagined, because you can only get out what you put in. But I think it's a good idea. It's a good name. It'll stand. Recording is always an interesting process because it's kind of like Vinny said, it's not what you would expect or what people would think.
You just feel under the spotlight. Like if this light right here that's really bright you don't see was shining on me, that just sums it right up, because I'm first to go.
It's always fun. This was our second time in the studio together, and it's always a blast. It's draining though. A lot of, I bet a lot of people think it's just, fun and games. You go in there, you play a few chords, and that's it. But it's really a draining process.
We already worked with Rob once before, and the funny thing is that even though I know him, we're very comfortable, I feel like with recording, I'm not that comfortable with it. And it's kind of like the sort of thing that you have to keep doing until you're really used to it. So it kind of comes through your playing when you first get your guitar and he's like, alright, do your first song, and you're just like, bling, 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 you're like, you have no idea what you're doing,
After we did pre-production, I was the whole first day of actual recording, about 10 hours of straight drums, and you don't normally play drums for 10 hours in a day, and so after 5th, 6th, 7th hour, just kind of beating away. I gotta keep with it. It's tough, but you get through it.
You always have something in your mind that you expect, and then when you go in, it's kind of like speaking into a microphone. What you hear never is what you envision in your mind, and it's like you might work on something for a day, come back the next day, it'll sound different, kind of weird, might sound better, might sound worse, might sound the same. Not always though.
We got a lot of good material in there, and I'm confident everyone's going to like it.
So in the end, with the recording process, it's tedious. It's not what you would expect unless you've gone through it, but it all comes together in the end, and very, very happy with the final product.
Plug-in shows. Alright, November 15th, important show. We are opening for Low vs. Diamond and Barcelona. Okay, big show. Brighton Bar, West Long Branch. Pretty cool area. Okay, we go on at 8 o'clock, as Dan said off camera. Okay, 8 o'clock, we're opening for Low vs. Diamond. They're on Epic Records. And Barcelona. It's going to be a big show, and we're looking to pack the place. And then, after this show, is the record release. November 29th at Maxwell's. Really important. We'd love for you all to be out there. We're going to have stickers. We're going to have a CD, obviously. And we're going to have some t-shirts. And what? Hoboken. Yeah, I'm just getting to that. And it's going to be in Hoboken at Maxwell's, where we did our first record release, which was actually another one of my favorite shows. So, yeah, Maxwell's November 29th, and Brighton Bar, November 15th. 15 Fleeting.
MySpace.com, 15 Fleeting. I'm outside.